Hey, what's up? This is Rodney, and I just wanted to come to you today and talk about this whole Charlie Sheen situation. So I'm sitting here minding my business, watching television, and I see at the bottom of the screen Charlie Sheen, HIV positive. I'm watching Sex in the City on E. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's so crazy because like a week ago, I was on some messy ass blog site. I forgot who it was, and they said that it had been reported that an A-list actor had been diagnosed with HIV, and that no one wanted to film with him. I guess as far as like sex scenes, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, girl, these girls are lying, but I guess they're not lying, child, because I just got off the internet, and it's all over the internet and all over the blogs that Charlie Sheen is supposed to come out tomorrow in an interview on the Today Show and let the world know that he has HIV. This should be a wake up call for a lot of people, especially heterosexual people. People have been saying for decades that HIV is a gay disease, and it's so far from that. I know just as many people personally that are gay and straight that have HIV. And it's so true what they say. You know, you sleep when you sleep with someone, you sleep with everyone who they slept with. It was reported that Charlie Sheen has slept with over 5,000 women, that he's boasted about having multiple sex partners. Now, you can pretty much guess that out of 5,000 women, he probably doesn't use a condom with a lot of these women, and that's, child, clearly he wasn't, girl. But it's just sad. It's a wake up call. You know, if you sleep with someone, and like I said, y'all can call it a gay disease all day long. That's perfectly fine if that's what you want to do. If that's what helps you sleep at night. But the truth of the matter is, it's not a gay disease. I have a best friend whose mom is HIV positive. She's very well straight, and she's been living with the disease, I think, for a couple of decades now. And then I know gay men who are positive. There are things out there that are 10 times worse than catching HIV. You can live with HIV, especially if you're on your medication, for a very long time. My aunt, she found out she had breast cancer, and she died a few years later. My other aunt passed away. She had pneumonia. Is it pneumonia or pneumonia? I was about to say ammonia. She had pneumonia, and she passed away in a couple of years. It's sad, but like I said, it's a wake up call for everyone that HIV does not have a name. It does not have a race, gender, sexuality attached to it. We should all be out here protecting ourselves as much as possible. I understand that sometimes there's a slip up here and there. We've all had unprotected sex before. But I think one of the sad things is that, from what I read, Charlie Sheen was not informing his sex partners about his diagnosis, that he was infected with HIV. Now, I don't know how true that is. That's just what I read. And it just goes to show that how many people that have probably been infected with HIV because of this. If Charlie Sheen has slept with one woman, that woman has slept with another man, this man has slept with another woman, this woman has slept with another man, this man has slept with a woman, then somewhere in there, some threesomes happened with somebody. All these people have been exposed to HIV, and there's a good chance that some of these people have caught it. I used to work at Ace Cash Express, and one of my customers, I worked there for a few years, and at the time I was going through my own struggle with my sexuality, and I got real close with some of my customers. And one day I was just talking to her, and I was just telling her about, me being gay and how I didn't know what to do. And, I felt bad. Anyways, so she was just talking to me, and she was just telling me that, it's going to be okay, and that I just need to make sure I wrap it up. And, shit in these streets is real. And she basically came to tell me that she was HIV positive and that she contracted HIV from her boyfriend who she found out was sleeping with another man. So my whole point in saying this is, even if you think that it is a gay disease, you just need to be aware that everyone is not who they say they are. Everyone who says that they're straight is not straight. And everyone who says that they only sleep with men or they only sleep with women is sometimes telling a fucking lie. And even if that is the case, even if they are straight and even if they only do sleep with men or if they only sleep with women, those people that they slept with before you, they could very well be telling a lie. And they could have slept with someone who was gay, and that person could have given that HIV to that man who gave it to this woman, who gave it to this man, who gave it to this woman, who gave it to this man. And at that point, everyone has just been infected. So if you want to think it's a gay disease, that's fine. Believe it. If that's what you want to believe. I know better. You should know better. But if that's what you want to believe it. But at the end of the day, it's so true again what they say. When you sleep with one person, you slept with everybody who they slept with. Baby, shit is real in these streets. That's all I can. Baby, why I keep bringing this sweater around like I got on somebody's robe? That's like, you know how people mama do back in the day when they answer the door, like they don't want nobody saying nothing. Like, girl, but then they'll go outside with their titties hanging out. Like, anyways, so yeah, it's just chat's just a wake up call for everybody. Honestly, girl, shit is real. All I can keep saying is shit is real. And I'm going to end this video. Oh, shit, my contact. I'll end this video with basically saying, there's nothing worse. There's nothing more worse than having HIV than having HIV and not being treated for it. So that's why it's very important to get tested. To know your status, and once you find out your status, if it is positive, you need to get on medication as soon as possible, because you can very well live with HIV for a very long time, longer than some motherfuckers who are negative. So I think it's very important for all of us to educate ourselves on HIV, but more importantly, get tested. And I hate to sound like a motherfucking what is it called, PSA? But it's the truth, girl. You need to get tested. It's scary, especially like for gay guys, I know, but for anyone really. But it's scary as fuck getting tested because you don't know what the fuck they're gonna say. Especially if you out there doing some shit you ain't got no business doing, like sleeping around with people who you haven't should be using condoms with and you haven't. Like I said, girl, we've all slipped up and fucked somebody raw. And, knowing we should have used protection. But the most important thing to do is just to go out and just make sure that you're okay. And you should get tested if you're having unprotected sex, then bitch, you need to get tested every 3 to 6 months. Anyways, I'm not trying to preach to y'all, but I'm just saying that it's fucked up. Girl. And that's really all I think I had to say. Yeah. That's it.